Hello, my name is Tom, and this is a little series about a low carbon lifestyle. Okay, quick one from Low Carbon Lifestyle. Quick one from me, a really quick. Hey, welcome to a mini Low Carbon Lifestyle. This is just a quick one, a really quick one. This is a mini episode. This is a really quick episode. This is a mini episode today. Welcome back to Low Carbon Lifestyle. Today we've got a mini episode on heating. It's starting to get cold outside again, and we're starting to want to put our heating on inside so we can stay warm, so that we can stay comfortable. That's really great, that's really okay. But when we use our heating systems, if you're one of the 25 million homes in the UK, which is most homes that has a gas boiler, we are burning gas and that releases emissions. Simple as. For every kilowatt hour of gas you burn, you more or less emit 200 grams of CO2. Next time you get your gas bill, have a little look on there. It'll have two figures. It'll have a meters cubed of gas that you've used, but also have a kilowatt hours equivalent. And when you get that kilowatt hours equivalent, you can just multiply it by 200 grams and you'll get how many grams of CO2 you've emitted that month. But what I want to suggest is that there are little things that we can all do to reduce the amount of gas we use. Number one, think about the rooms that you use in your home. Is there a room, are you lucky enough to have a spare room that you don't tend to use that often? If so, and you've got one of those thermostatic radiator valves, those little valves that go from 1 to 5, green to red, maybe you could turn down a room you're not using so you don't actually heat that room, or you don't heat it as much. That will actually push more heat into the rooms you do use, and it'll heat your home more efficiently. Number two, do you have any drafts that you could plug? That might be filling the gaps around your windows with some cork or some draft excluder filler, or it might be getting big thick curtains like we did in our hallway. When we did up this house, we got the front door replaced with double glazed insulated front door with all these glass panels which you can't really see because of the glare. It basically replaced a single glazed glass door, so it was an upgrade. And in the summer it's beautiful, the light streams in and it's great. In the winter it gets pretty cold and this space has a bit of a cold draft. So this week we have bought these lovely heavy long curtains that prevent the draft and help us reduce our heating demand in this space and help this space be more comfortable. The second area you might have drafts is actually the extract fans you have in your bathroom or a toilet. So a couple of months ago we had a new toilet fit under the stairs. We also had an extract fan fit in the toilet to get rid of the smells you have. But what the guy who fit it didn't do was put any damper in this hole here, so actually this space is always really cold. What I've bought is this guy, which is a little backdraft damper, and that should stop any cold draft coming in through the extract fan. I'm going to try and fit it now, and then when it's fit it should still allow the extract fan to push bad air out but not let wind to push good air or cold air in. Let's see. Goes in like a glove, in the words of Jim Carrey. So that's closed up there. You see that these flaps open really easily. And this extract fan can go back on. This is its lid, sorted. Okay, damper fitted. Extract fan back on, sorted. That's just 3 simple things you could do to reduce the reliance on gas from your boiler. So only heat the rooms you need, stop any drafts using curtains or big curtains, and actually keep the curtains closed when it's dark and open when it's light, and then plug any drafts that you might have from extract fans and that kind of thing. Hopefully there's some things you could do over the next few weeks to reduce your emissions over this heating season. I've talked previously about heat pumps and about hydrogen, about the longer term vision for reducing your emissions. But as I've said before, the key thing is to reduce the demand for heat in your space. Another low carbon way of heating a space, and actually is often our favourite way of heating a space, is through things like a wood burning stove or a fire. Stoves are actually really efficient ways of heating single rooms. using wood. You might kind of ask, isn't burning wood just going to release loads of carbon dioxide into the air? Well, yes, it does, but it actually releases about 90% less than the equivalent from gas. And that's quite a good thing. There are other issues linked to air quality when we're burning wood in a stove. If we burn wet wood or we burn really smoky wood, then actually we can be putting particulates and carbon monoxide into the air, which really isn't great for our local communities. So if you've got a wood burning stove and you want to have really low carbon heat in your room, we've got one and we love it, but make sure you are burning dry wood and dry wood only, and not burning just whatever you can find. But a wood burning stove may only heat one room, and that's great if everyone can be in that room and you're not heating the rest of the house. It is a really low carbon way of heating that one room. That's all I've got to say about heating as we come into the heating season. I hope it's helpful and I hope you can reduce your emissions linked to heating today.
And this book by Mike Berners-Lee called There Is No Planet B, the first whole chapter is just about food, so recommend having a look through if you're interested in all this sort of thing.